a year.
Mm-hmm.
And
in between those times, what would be the running of it?
There will be also other meetings. There will be Universal Unity meetings or the Illuminatorum Universalis meeting.
Hello?
The Monte Carlo Lodge structure, at least there will be 2 important meetings a year.
Okay, and I guess most of the business in between times is what handled over the phone and stuff.
No. Then we had meetings in monasteries around Italy the rest of the time.
Okay, what this is Monte Carlo Lodge meetings, and what do you call it? Do you call it P2 Lodge?
No, Monte Carlo Executive Committee meetings are made in secret in monasteries around Italy.
Okay. I mean, you were saying that Jean-Pierre de I always get his name wrong. De Giudicelli, is that correct?
No, sorry.
Jean-Pierre Giudicelli, is that correct, his name? Hello? Hello, Leo? Oh.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please.
Oh, Troy?
Hello, Leo.
Yeah, the line went down. I couldn't hear you anymore.
Yeah, you were saying that Jean-Pierre de Giudicelli is the head of the French branch of the P2. Is that correct? Or the Monte Carlo Lodge?
Of the Monte Carlo Lodge.
Of the Monte Carlo Lodge. Okay. Are there branches?
I will not mix the P2 with the Monte Carlo Lodge any longer because we have some internal issues to sort out between me and the P2 divisions. There is 12 different divisions of the P2 with various representatives. But until we will have further meetings in Monte Carlo, I can't really tell you more about it.
Are these from different regions, different countries, or these different 12 that you mentioned?
The divisions of the P2, I'm talking about the Italian divisions. Then you have also representatives from South America, from other countries that are involved, and also involved in the Templar activities. Now, for example, Gianpier Giudicelli told me just after speaking with you the other day that in his latest call to me, we spoke for a while, and he told me that he was writing also a letter to the English Knights Templars to explain the situation. Mm-hmm. Because he thinks that if all the brothers know correctly my situation, the things will change, and we will maybe we will clear up the matter. I mean, I'm an honest person, Troy. I don't have any hidden purposes. I'm going there not to submit to some grandmaster. I just go there to talk as my equal with every grandmaster present.
Do you know who's running those English Knights Templars that you're talking about at the moment?
I know, but I can't say.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But I can tell you that we have a very important lodge, Double Horizon 9269 of the United Grand Lodge of England, which has probably the more esoterically inclined members who are on my side, who is working in close collaboration with us.
Is there an English branch of the Monte Carlo Lodge?
The English branch was set up by me. I will not discuss that further this time, but maybe in another time I will tell you more about the history of the Monte Carlo Lodge in England.
Okay, yeah, sure. Can you just go through the different levels of the Monte Carlo Lodge, just while we've got you recording?
Yes, we have, as I told you the other time, the Ordo Illuminatorum Universalis presiding over everything. Then we have the Executive Masonic Committee, and then under the Executive Masonic Committee we have the Universal Unity. Now, the Universal Unity is out of the picture because we are not dealing anymore with people who are corrupt in any way by the enemy and who have any hidden deals like Giorgio Ugo Balestrieri, who have not cleared up their position with me. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm still up for dialogue even with George Hugo Balestrieri, but obviously after what my wife sent me that day, that message saying that she was now finally the organization could have a true dialogue with Balestrieri. I mean, that was obviously a matter of concern for me, and also the fact that she mentioned Junquilla, but Junquilla seems to be on my side, not on the side of my wife.
Yeah, right.
It seems that the people who are on the side of my wife are the Universal Unity. Because Universal Unity, as I told you, I have a document which I will make public in the near future, which is signed by the Secretary General of the Universal Unity, and it's dated 15th of June 2006 in Sanremo. And you know, at that point I had already broke away from them. But this document states that on the 10th day of on the 2nd of September 2006 in Subiaco, Rome, in the monastery of Santa Scholastica, there will be Professor Mario Madia with the Templars and Islam, San Francesco, San Francis and the Sufis, always by Mario Madia, and then at 3 o'clock there will be Fatma Suslu representing the Fethullah Gulen movement, talking for this interreligious dialogue about the great Anatolian Illuminati called Said Nursi. And then after Fatma Suslu, my wife, at 3:30 there will have been Freemasonry and Sufism by Gabriele Mandelkhan, who is the head Grand Master of the Sufi Gerai Helveti, and also a 33-degree Freemason. And then there will have been, at 9:30 in the morning of the 3rd of September, the day after, a pilgrimage to the statue of Giordano Bruno with another 33-degree, Aldo Rapicavoli, who will talk about Giordano Bruno. So that was the plan, the plan that was set up by the Universal Unity, and obviously with the involvement of high-level Sufi like Gabriele Mandelkhan, but also with my wife, Fatma Suslu, that nowadays likes to say that everything is fiction and that I am delusional. That's very interesting because this is a signed document that we will make available already in the investigative unit video that is going to come out soon from Finland.
That was the one that the 3 10-minute excerpts of the rough takes of it, the rough shots of it were made available on the internet, on YouTube.
Yes, there will be a much longer insight also on the few days that they actually witnessed with their own eyes what happened after they arrested me, because the investigative unit from Finland came immediately on the 7th of March to visit me in Norway as soon as I contacted them. So they actually filmed a police car in front of my door.
Wow.
With two people, two policemen that were parked in front of my door, and we filmed them with the camera, and they got very nervous about it. But they also came along a week after with another member of the investigative unit team, and we have done a lot of footage in those days, and also phone calls that were arriving from various people, talking with them, people like Eric John Phelps, they didn't know about it, but I had a camera in front of me when I was talking to them.
Wow.
So I have also the phone call, they were calling me from the Kirby Lodge 2818, Dr. Andrew Tarnaris, which is an important representative of mine, and but I mean, there was a lot of interesting calls, and then Giampiero Giudicelli called later on when I arrived in Italy. But at that time, I didn't know anything about what was happening in Monte Carlo. That I only heard about what was happening in Monte Carlo when I actually arrived back to Italy around the 20th of March, if that's the right date, if I don't get it wrong.
With the Monte Carlo Lodge, obviously when the P2 got raided in 1981, and with the Villa Wanda with that list of 900 and something members that got found, did they immediately after